So I'm with Sheila. She made the return here at the festival. Hi, Sheila. We're so happy to have you here.
Hi, thank you. Nice to be here. Very nice to be here.
So, can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit more about your professional path?
Sure. So my name is Shelagh Mcleod, and I'm a British-Canadian filmmaker and actor. And I was an actor. I have been an actor for a very, very long time in America, in Canada, and in the UK. And then about 15 years ago, I stepped behind the camera, and I've been making shorts. And then I made my first feature with Richard Dreyfuss called Astronaut 4 years ago now, which it got hit by COVID, obviously, but it had a international release, which was great, and it's now sold around the world, which is really nice. And that was a great experience for my first film as a writer and director, to be working with such a fantastic actor. Yeah, it was brilliant. So this is my another short film of mine, and it's based roughly on a feature that I'm hoping to make very soon. Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. What could you say the influences were for this film, The Return? Why this title, The Return? Does it have any personal meaning to you?
Well, it's a really good question, actually. Well, when my mum died, I thought about all the things I wished I'd said to her before she died. And I thought, if I could have one wish, I'd bring her back for a day or two, and I'd say, "Mum, I love you, and I wish I'd said that to you before you died." And I was too busy. I'm one of 4 children, and we were so busy trying to keep my mother alive, like, let's go to the gym. I mean, it was ridiculous what we did, eat more food, and as opposed to just sitting there with her and talking to her before she died. And so this kind of was born out of that. And I wrote a short story rather, which has a real UFO element to it. So aliens from another world come and they whisker away. And I love science fiction. I'm a big science fiction fan. And so I started writing this short story, but at the same time I was writing a feature film, which is a bigger idea of this. And also, so it's about grief, it's about learning to say goodbye, and it's around trying to understand each other, try to understand that. Enjoy the moment, but also I ask myself the question, would I do the same things that I was and say the same things I had if my mother was back? Would I still be saying, "Come on, you've got to get better," and that's why I wanted that character to be quite angry with her, because she had just left. And so, as opposed to being a very sentimental film, I wanted her to be angry with her and really explore that area, really, of grief.
That's very moving, actually. I wasn't expecting that. And I'm sure your mother is very proud of you today. But yes. And just quickly, you said you're a fan of science fiction movies. What is your favorite science fiction movie today, would you say?
It's really hard. I'll give you 3. Okay. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Oh. I loved Contact, because I think Contact with Jodie Foster, it's an older film now, but I think it still works. And my third film, I guess Moon. I loved Moon. I don't know if you've seen Moon. It's a wonderful film directed by Duncan Jones, David Bowie's son, but what fine director. And it's a beautiful film about a man on the moon trying to come home. It's great, yeah.
Okay, sounds interesting. Thank you, Sheila, for your time. We're very happy to have you in the festival, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of it with us, and tomorrow again. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great.